Like this video to support. Join our YouTube family now and never miss out on epic content, entertainment, and surprises. Hit that subscribe button. Let's start. Spoiler alert.
The video begins in Oklahoma, where a group of storm-chasing college students have assembled for a tornado watch. The purpose of Kate Carter, Daisy Edgar Jones, and her pals Javi, Praveen, Addie, and boyfriend Jabe is to use their Dorothy V. Doppler to unleash barrels of sodium polyacrylate in the middle of a tornado, causing it to calm down and collapse. The squad drives excitedly toward the storm, with Javi keeping an eye on the tornado's path while the other four head into it. As they approach, the strong winds knock their barrels over, but they pull them back upright and continue. They drive away as the tornado approaches, but they successfully deploy their sodium solution and a series of drones to gain entry. However, rather than disintegrating, the tornado intensifies into an EF5. The four abandon their truck and rush towards an overpass. Praveen is the first to be sucked into the tornado's path. While attempting to climb alongside Kate and Jabe, Addie is injured by flying debris. Jabe tries to protect Kate while she takes a bar, but he is being dragged away by the storm. Kate sustains a serious gash on her leg and is subsequently rescued, shell-shocked, by officials when the storm passes. Kate now resides in New York and works for NOAA. She is astonished to see Javi arrive at her workplace with a proposal. He works for Storm Pa, a business that has been testing a new system to scan for tornadoes in Oklahoma in the aim of preventing them from causing additional harm to tornado-hit areas. Kate, still mourning from the loss of her loved ones, declines JV's invitation to work with the group for 1 week. However, after JV sends Kate an article about a severely damaged area in Oklahoma, Kate reconsiders. Kate joins JV at a Storm Power base in Oklahoma, along with teammate Scott, who works closely with their employer, Marshall Riggs, and British reporter Ben. They are joined by Tyler Owens, a celebrity storm chaser and self-proclaimed Tornado Wrangler, and his squad of Boone, Danny, Lily, and Dexter from Arkansas. Tyler approaches Kate after performing for his followers, but she dismisses him as a showboater. The crew set out to pursue a tornado that has touched down on a nearby farm. Kate and JV drive together and lead their team, while Tyler and his crew rush in with their vehicle and dash towards the tornado. The Storm Park crew sets up their scanners, but Kate panics while setting up the final one, causing them to miss the tornado's route. Kate and JV then see Tyler's crew drive into the path of a second tornado, utilizing drills in his truck to place themselves in the ground without being blown away before launching fireworks into the tornado. They eventually return to their accommodation, where the Tornado Wrangler crew has also set up. The next day, JV introduces Kate to Riggs before they go off for the next tornado. As everyone begins to leave, Lily launches an aircraft drone in search of their target. They find themselves driving into 2 tornadoes at the same time. Kate sees specific wind patterns and directs the Storm Power team to drive in the opposite direction as Tyler's group. While he and his friends believe they are about to catch one of the tornadoes, it swiftly disappears before it can reach them. Meanwhile, Kate and JV set up their scanners, but the tornado approaches, destroying one of them and causing the 2 to flee, narrowly missing being blown away. The teams arrive in a nearby town that has been heavily damaged. As they work to help the locals, Kate discovers that Tyler and his crew use the revenues from their merchandise to benefit the locals by offering free food. Tyler also tells her that Riggs is benefiting off the residents' pain by buying the damaged land and reselling it to them after they have already lost so much. Later that night, Tyler asks Kate to the local rodeo. In the middle of the play, they notice severe gusts picking up before everyone receives a tornado warning. The sirens sound and people begin to escape. Some are crushed by horses during the mayhem. Kate and Tyler attempt to get others to safety. They find a mother and her child, as well as a motel clerk, and try to get them into an empty pool, while a belligerent couple attempts to drive away and is drawn into the vortex. The cashier is also killed after attempting to walk toward Tyler rather than crawling as instructed. The others hold onto the pool ladder until the tornado passes. In the aftermath, Kate notices Scott going to examine the damage just to gather statistics for Riggs. She and JV disagree over what they are actually working for. JV cracks and blames Kate for the murders of Praveen, Addie and Jabe, prompting her to drive away from the site. Kate travels to her mother Kathy's farm in Sapulpa. She sees an old movie taken by Jabe and proceeds to an old school science project of hers. Tyler enters, having followed Kate and been welcomed by Kathy to remain for dinner and spend the night. He discovers her tornado experiment notes, but she sobs because she feels guilty about watching her friends die as a result of a terrible call. Kate catches up with Tyler before he leaves the next morning and discusses his proposed plan for launching a new model. Using Tyler's truck, the two release the sodium solution into the path of a new tornado, but it does not collapse as predicted. JV subsequently arrives to apologize to Kate and offer scanning data. They rejoin their teams and begin pursuing another tornado. The crews track a fresh tornado headed into El Reno. JV and Scott's truck overturns, but is thrown back onto its wheels moments before the tornado hits a power plant and sets fire, forcing everyone to flee. The teams go toward the town in an attempt to get people to safety. JV wants to follow, but Scott tells him to stay behind for the sake of the job. JV baits Scott into getting out when he asks that he stop over, and then drives away, showering Scott with mud and stating that he has ceased working for Riggs. After arriving in town, Kate, Tyler and JV narrowly avoid being crushed by a falling water tower. They direct people and teams inside the movie theater to ensure their safety. Kate then steals Tyler's truck and drives toward the tornado with the solution as the storm tears the roof off the theater and drags several people in. Kate struggles with the controls for a while, but eventually drills herself into the earth and launches the solution. Lily is almost pulled away, but the remedy begins to work, and the storm dissipates. The squad then travels to Kate's location to rescue her. Later, JV transports Kate to the airport for her return to New York, promising to keep working together. Tyler arrives to bid her farewell before she repeats his phrase to him: "If you feel it, chase it." Tyler applies this to his feelings for her, drilling his truck into the ground despite an airport employee's instructions to move. Tyler catches up with Kate just as clouds roll in, and the PA announces flight delays. They smile and return to the truck. According to the credits, Kate and JV have collaborated with Tyler and his team on more projects.
Please make sure that you like, follow, and subscribe to our channel. Check out the other videos if you watched this video all the way through. Cheers.